Hi everyone, welcome to another session of Law and Language from Dharmapeetam. So we are discussing actually how primary auxiliary verbs are being used in the tenses. We have already seen how be forms are used in the continuous or progressive tense forms and how have forms are used in the perfect tense forms. Now the next is perfect continuous tense. Perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense, right? So as the name suggests, it should have the components which are required for both the continuous tense and perfect tense. We know if it is a perfect tense, it should have a have form and the verb that comes after that should be in the V3 form. If it is a continuous tense form, it should have a be form and the verb that comes after that should be in the present participle form, that means the ing form, right? So how we have to bring both the have form and be form together in a sentence is what makes the perfect continuous tense. So if we write the structure, or if we try to write the structure of a sentence in a perfect continuous tense, somehow subject will come. After subject, we should have the perfect tense to be fulfilled because the name of the tense is perfect continuous tense. So perfect tense comes first, continuous tense comes next, right? So if it is a perfect tense, we should have a have form plus V3. Okay, so the sentence becomes subject plus have form plus V3 plus continuous tense. What should be there in the continuous tense forms? Be form plus ing form of the verb. So if we put all these components together, it will become something like a subject plus have form plus V3 plus be form plus ing form of the main verb. So V3 also is a main verb, ing also is a main verb. Is it possible for us to have one main verb in two different forms in a sentence? Now here is an example. He has gone is going. He has gone is going. So he is the subject. Subject being singular, we used has. Go is the main verb. So the V3 form of the main verb go is used, has gone. Then we have to use the be form. Again, subject is singular, so we used is. Again, main verb is go, so be form should be followed by an ing form of the verb, so it becomes going. He has gone is going. If you check the parameters as far as what we had discussed about the perfect tense forms, it looks good. Okay, because it has fulfilled all the conditions that should be there in the perfect continuous tense. We have the perfect tense part, continuous tense part as well. But the question is, what does this sentence mean? What is the meaning of this sentence? He has gone is going. Is he already gone? No idea. Is he going? No idea. So even though the parameters are fulfilled, this sentence doesn't convey any specific meaning, any particular meaning, any constant meaning in that. So if it has to convey a meaning, then we should have some arrangements so that only one main verb in only one particular form is to be used. So what we did is, or what we do to make this sentence grammatically accurate is, have form plus V3 plus be form plus ing form of the main verb. This is the contradictory part. So what we do is, V3 plus B form will be changed into V3 of B form. V3 of B form. What is the past participle form of B? We had seen it in one of the earlier videos when we wrote the 5 verb forms of primary auxiliary verbs, just like the main verbs. So is, are the present tense forms, was, were are the past tense forms, be, and been is the V3 form, ing is the present participle form, right? So V3 of B is a been. So instead of this V3 main verb plus B form, what we do here is been will be used there. So the structure becomes subject plus have form plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Now let us check whether this particular structure has fulfilled the conditions required there. Subject plus, keep it aside. Have form plus been. Been is a V3 form, right? So have form plus V3 is fulfilled. B form plus ing. Been is a B form. So B form plus been plus ing form of the main verb. So both the conditions that are required for perfect continuous tense, the perfect tense have form plus V3 is fulfilled. Continuous tense B form plus ing form of the main verb is also fulfilled. So now the perfect structure of a perfect continuous tense is nothing else but a subject plus have form plus been plus ing form of the main verb. So now let us think how present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tenses are framed out of this. So present perfect continuous tense. Remember, even though we use both have form and be form in perfect continuous tenses, the variable here is only have form. Variable in the sense, the auxiliary verb which changes according to the number of the subject. Means, if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, verb should be plural. That change is applicable only for the have form, not for the be form. Because we have fixed the B form as this V3. So, as we have seen in the perfect tense, when we have to use perfect tense and present tense forms, means in present perfect tense, subject plus has or have plus V3 was the structure we used. Because has and have are the present tense forms of have form. In the same way, present perfect continuous tense as well, the structure is subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. So has is used when the subject is singular, just like he has been playing, she has been dancing, the boy has been writing. We use has because in all the 3 above examples, the subject was singular, right? If the subject is plural, then we use a have form. They have been playing. They, subject, plural, have been, ing form of the main verb, playing, right? So in present perfect continuous tense, the structure of the sentence is subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Has is used when the subject is singular, have is used when the subject is plural, right? Now, coming to past perfect continuous tense, as what we have seen in the past perfect tense, in have forms there is only one past tense form, and that is had. So the structure of the sentence is subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Here the auxiliary verb had is used commonly for a singular and a plural subjects. He had been playing, they had been playing. There is no difference. So the structure of a sentence in a past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Coming to future perfect continuous tense. As it is a future tense, we have to use will or shall. So subject plus will or shall. Will or shall, it being a modal auxiliary, the verb that follows that should be in its base form. So base form of a have form is have. So subject plus will or shall plus have. The remaining part is the same, been plus ing form of the main verb, right? So the structure of a sentence in the future perfect continuous tense is subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. There is no difference here in the have forms based on the number of the subject, whether it is singular or plural, have will remain as a have. He will have been drawing, they will have been singing, she will have been studying. There is no difference at all, right? So this is how the perfect continuous tense is framed. We have to fulfill the conditions of a perfect tense and continuous tense in that. In that situation, the main verb may have to be used twice in two different forms, which is impossible in a sentence. So we have made some adjustments to adjust its structure. So the structure comes subject plus have form plus been plus ing form of the main verb. In present perfect continuous tense, the structure is a subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the verb, because has or have is the present tense form of a have. Has is used when the subject is singular, have is used when the subject is plural. Coming to past perfect continuous tense, the structure is subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the verb, because had is the single only past tense form for both has and have. It will not change based on the number of the subject, whether it is singular or plural. Coming to future perfect continuous tense, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus have plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Will or shall is used because it's a future tense, and will or shall being modal auxiliary verbs should be followed by a verb in its base form, so have is used. Have will not undergo any changes based on the number of the subject, whether it is singular or a plural. So remember this logic behind how this particular structure is framed. If you can keep that particular concept in your mind, definitely identifying a sentence in a perfect continuous tense or creating a sentence in a perfect continuous tense will not be a task. Right? That's it for the session. In the next session, we will be dealing with the simple tenses elaborately. Okay? Thank you.